Hello, Joel Marshall here, and this is the third installment of LearnMyComputer.com Mac version. Today we're going to talk about clicking and dragging multiple files. Last time we talked about clicking and dragging files, and again, just as a review, you click on the file, you hold it, you hold down the mouse button, and that means you're holding that file. You're clicking on the icon, not on the text, because you don't want to change the name of it. And you just drag it to the new location and you let go of the mouse button, and that now takes its new location. So again, if I was on a laptop, I would click on the trackpad or click on the button below the trackpad, depending on which one you're on. If you're on a newer one, you're just clicking and holding on the trackpad itself. You're dragging it across wherever you want it to go, and then you're letting go of the trackpad, letting go of that pressure that you have on the trackpad. Okay, that's clicking and dragging. Hopefully you are practicing this. Even if you are somebody who's been using a computer for a little while, it's always good to practice this, get a little bit more adept at it, because it's super important. So today we're going to talk about how to select more than one file. And this makes things a lot easier. Let's say I wanted to move two of these files. Let's say I wanted to move this audio file and this picture file over to the right side of this contact file and this pages file. So in order to do that, I'm going to want to select both of those. And the easiest way to select two files that are right next to each other is to draw a box around them, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me just show you up here. If I click and hold the left button or the button on my mouse, or I click and press down on my trackpad, and I drag just in an empty area, I get a box, a rectangular box. And the box corners, the upper left-hand corner is where I started, and the lower right-hand corner is where my cursor is currently. And I can make a box, right? And what's this box for, though, you might wonder. You might have accidentally done this and wondered what it was for. Well, that is for selecting multiple files. And let's say I want to select these two files. I'm going to click somewhere outside of the files, and I'm going to drag, and I start to see that box. And then I'm going to drag across these two icons until they light up, and I've got them both in there. And I'm going to let go, and now you'll see both of them are selected. When I want to deselect them, I just select another file, or I select an empty area on the desktop. Again, just clicking in an empty area on the desktop, dragging across these two items, including them in the box, and then letting go. And now I've selected both of them. Now, we were talking about moving those files to the right side of these other files. And all I have to do is put my cursor over one of them. It could be either one, but I want to be on, again, I want to be on the icon of one of them. And then I'm going to click and drag and move these over. And you see that little red 2? That means that I've got two items. It tells me how many items I have, which can be very useful, actually. And I've moved the semi-transparent versions of them over to the place where I want them to go, and you can see where they're going to go, and then I let go. And now they have moved. And they're still selected. I could even move them back. Like this time I'm going to put my cursor on the other icon, move them back, and drop them. And you'll notice, too, once I've selected them, when I click on them, I drag them over these other icons, the other icons don't get all caught up in that at all. They just stay where they are, and I drop these there. I can even drop them on top of these other ones, and if I've still got them selected, I can move them without disturbing those other icons, because I've got them selected. This is worth practicing, I'll tell you. And of course, I can move more than two. If I put the box around all four of them, I can move all four to a new location. Move them wherever I want. And it's key to know, though, that I'm piloting these 4 files from one file. So there's no way to select them all with the point of my arrow. So it's just the one file. It can be any of them. So go ahead and practice this. It's going to become very useful in the future. I'm Joel Marshall. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at joel@learnmycomputer.com, and we will see you next week.